Overseeing digital for Fidelity's retail business, I like to define FinTech as financial innovation in technology. I don't think about large companies and small companies and startups, but I think about how companies just apply new technology to solve customers, in our case, investing problems or challenges. So think about just Fidelity and how we looked at innovation over the years. We look at the technology that's available at the time. So in the 1970s, it was having the first 800 number where customers could buy a mutual fund over the phone. It was the first to offer check writing when that wasn't a technology that was available for money market funds. And even if we fast forward and look recently, it's how do we adopt new technology to meeting customers where they are. We pride ourselves on being a big company, but sometimes acting like a small one. And the way to act like a small company is to have a small team work on a problem. So when it comes to FinTech, we have a small, innovative team that is really curious and just loves new technology. So they examine every new technology, play with every new technology, constantly though going back to, is this technology for technology's sake, or is it a technology that can help solve a customer problem? Whether you're a newer or smaller FinTech or a large established company, I actually think some of the practices are the same. Most importantly, talk to everyone. And get out, understand how others are solving their customer problems, whether they're in your industry or in another industry, whether they're in your geography or across the world. Last year, I went to 2 European countries to try to understand how they were applying technology to solve customer problems. And in many ways, they're way ahead of what we were doing here in the US. Also, you don't need to build the whole solution all at once, especially when it comes to new technology. Try small MVPs, minimum viable products, or I like to call them minimum valuable products, and learn from there. Technology adoption cycles take time. So you don't need to build the whole solution at once. You can build a small solution. Test, learn, keep adding on. We love to experiment, we love to try, we love to experiment, we love to learn, and we also love to pivot because sometimes we don't get it right. But you don't need to have the whole thing at once. But talk to everyone and try things. I think mobile's been very important for young investors. Today, I think mobile's important for all investors. Mobile, for example, here at Fidelity, is the #1 way that people deposit checks into the firm. This is the first year we can actually say that. We have more people depositing checks by mobile than bring them to a branch or then mail them to our mail centers. I think mobile has gotten us a long way, but mobile isn't it. I think actually we're kidding ourselves if we know what the future devices that people will use are over the course of the next decade. So it's being prepared. Mobile's here, mobile's now, but voice is really important. Is it going to be chatbots? Is it going to be in car? Is it going to be in home? Are we going to be talking to Alexa and trading, via our voice in, sitting on our couches? Will we do education on Apple TV? We're looking at all of those and trying to understand where the next level of engagement will be, what the next channel will be. These things are additive, and so mobile is going to continue to be important now, as the web has been for the last couple of decades. But we also need to continue to see what's on the horizon and make sure that we're always scanning that horizon for what the next killer app, killer device, killer channel is going to be. But today, 97% of our daily interactions with our retail clients happen through some digital channel. So we have millions of customers interacting with us digitally, and it's through every device you can imagine. Be curious, talk to everyone. Being nimble and innovative means making sure that you're thinking about the future, that you're not wedding yourself to one platform. The way we work with customers won't necessarily change. It may change, the device may change, but the underlying need is going to stay the same. And it's going to get more intense as we continue to give more advice to clients, as new rules come into our industry. So we need to make sure that we're nimble, make sure we're thinking ahead, meet the here and now, but be prepared for changes because change is certain.